My name is Dawna Pachkowsky. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I went to school for international development, and so I'm here in South Korea just finishing up an internship, which will finish off my school year. Okay, what sparked my interest is just a really strong passion to work for North Korean human rights, and with my opportunity to do a 3-month internship, we decided to come here to South Korea, a place that's closest to North Korea, where we thought we could have the best integration and most opportunity to learn about North Korean human rights. So we just found PSCORE on idealist.com or .org, and saw that they were looking for volunteers and applied for the position. It's been an incredibly positive experience. I've really enjoyed my time here. I think the first little while it was a little bit difficult to find what my role was. You come into an office and people have their ways, and when you work in an NGO, there's a million and one things that you can do, to the point where it becomes actually very overwhelming. So it took me a few weeks to kind of figure out where I could put myself and be of most use. But once I found my niche, I started to feel like I really thrived in this environment, and we work with the most amazing people, and we've heard some really incredible stories, and even though they're really sad, they are really inspiring to know that people can continue to survive and fight. So yeah, it's been an amazing experience so far. I've learned a lot of things. It's hard to pinpoint. I think the biggest form of learning has been speaking to North Koreans themselves. The small little tidbits of their lives when they were back in North Korea really gives you a sense of who they are as a people, because so often you read books and you watch movies, and North Koreans get categorized underneath an oppressive government, but you don't hear about the North Korean people and their story, and you don't see their hearts and their minds. And I've just learned to get to know that North Koreans are people just like us, with feelings and wants and dreams, and I think that's been the biggest or the most positive form of learning for me. Of course, I've learned other things, like 99% of the time people do leave North Korea because of hunger, not necessarily because they're upset with the political oppression, but just that they're so hungry. And another thing is that North Koreans just yearn for reunification, and that they want to go home, even though they had to flee their home due to very oppressive systems. They desire to go back. So, I mean, there's been so many things to learn about. Well, PSCORE is a really important organization doing some really important work. The fact that it is an organization run by North Korean defectors really gives you the heart to the situation, and they know what people need to hear. And so their education campaigns and their direct relations with North Korean refugees and defectors, and their fundraising initiatives and their projects to spread awareness and give research and testimonies, that's all really important for the fight for reunification and for the fight for North Korean human rights. So, I mean, PSCORE employees every day are working towards the idea that the two Koreas can become one again, as they should be, or as they once were. It's a hard question. It's been really positive all around, and I've had a really good time getting to know people, and we've had a lot of really funny inside jokes, and we've developed some really nice relationships. I think that the thing I will think about the most when I leave, the thing that I will miss the most, is everyone's laugh. Everyone in this office has a really distinct and yeah, a really unique laugh that you hear throughout the day quite often, and it's really nice because you're working in a really intense kind of topic, and it's really nice to be around people who can still be happy and see the light of life. And so yeah, that would be my best memory. I think my biggest piece of advice is to not become overwhelmed because it is a really intense topic, and it can be very sad and very frustrating. And working in an NGO, as I said before, is always generally overwhelming. There's never enough money and there's always too much work. So to be really creative with what you can do and to be honest about your abilities, and to just put yourself in a place that you feel confident you can do a really good job, and to do your best and try to make a difference in whatever way you feel comfortable and passionate about.